first thing you learn in positive psychology is to ask a different question. There's power in asking in a positive way. So I was walking around about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, wondering why I didn't have any time to do what I wanted to do. I kept asking myself, what was wrong? Why was I so busy? And instead, I should have turned it around and asked a different question. What does my heart say? What's working? What's going well? I took a certificate class from the Whole Being Institute out of Kripalu, and the exercise is, tell us about your favorite place on earth. So I pair up with a woman from Israel, her name is Leah, and I told her about Maine. So I was telling her about this, and I said, you know, that second Sunday night in the middle when I know I have a week left of vacation, that is my favorite place on earth. And she said, Kelly, you'll have to find a way to bring Maine home. And it wasn't until, I don't know, a couple months after leaving Kripalu and going through the exercises that I realized that was the question I needed to be asking myself. How can I bring that feeling of Maine when I get on the train or on the elevator, or at the end of the day when I walk through the door and I don't bring all of the crap from work in with me? How can I bring Maine home? But this is not a how-to. This is about practice. How-tos don't work. It's about practice. And you can create new neuronal pathways by repeating the same practice every day for at least 30 days. This is why years of New Year's resolutions gave me nothing better than a good January. Because I wasn't practicing. I can tell you for years, be present, eat better, get more sleep, get home from work early, work out. Does it sound familiar? Like it's everybody's list, right? And I would do that, and then in the middle of February, I'd be like, I'm so done with these resolutions. Because I was trying to do them all at once, and I didn't understand that if I just broke them down and did them one at a time for 30 days each, I would actually be able to affect real change in my brain. So here's where we get to the whittling. So in whittling, there's something called preparing the blank. It's that piece of wood that you buy in the store, or you find as you walk through the forest, and only you can see the vision in it. The next thing you do in whittling is you choose the right knife. And to get happier, you don't need a lot of fancy tools. You just need to identify what works for you. Centering the blade is the next thing that you do. So if the blade isn't centered in your whittling knife, then you lose your leverage and reduce your power. Savor the moment. Center your blade. The last thing is working with the grain. And with the grain meaning be your authentic self. Work with your grain. In whittling, if you don't work with the grain, you hit a knot, you can really hurt yourself. If you're not your authentic self, you can really hurt yourself. So at the end of all this is what I learned. I am the solution for me, and I would offer to you that you are the solution for you. And I hope that this whittling scaffolding will help you get to a happier and more fulfilling place.